Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Elite Nurse Lifestyle, where we discuss all things fashion, most importantly, fragrances. If this is your first time here, please like, share, and subscribe. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for watching. Guys, today we are going to discuss some of my most crowd-pleasing fragrances. These are the fragrances that, honestly, you really can't even imagine anyone not liking these fragrances. If you'd like to hear what my idea of crowd-pleasing fragrances are in my collection, stay tuned. My first fragrance that I would consider a crowd-pleasing fragrance, and it's from the house of Christian Dior, the private collection. This is Ombre Nuit, guys, and this is a beautiful fragrance. It starts out really bright at the top. There's bergamot, citrus. I'm not going to go into too many notes and things like that because we do have 10, so I just want to give you a brief overview. But it has amber, so it's like a really ambery fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that's going to last you like anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. It has rose. There is, it's a little spicy, a little woodsy. Some of the prominent notes in this fragrance, the prominent notes in the fragrance are, like I mentioned, it has bergamot. There's also grapefruit. There's the Damascus rose, as well as some pink pepper, some ambergris. There's also some guaiac wood, patchouli, and cedar. So for me, I think this is one of those fragrances from the house of Christian Dior that it's very crowd pleasing. Another one would be Fève Delicious, but I've spoken about that one so many times before, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys some different options. But Ombre Nuit, beautiful. This is one of those fragrances I would say would be perfect for an evening occasion. You know, for this time of year, it's absolutely stunning. And so this is my first Ombre Nuit from Christian Dior. The next in my collection for crowd-pleasing scents, it's none other than Rolling in Love. Guys, I absolutely love this fragrance. Love it. Okay, I have said many times that I feel like, you know, the hype they have with like Love Don't Be Shy, I could see why this would have been hype like that. You know what I mean? Because the scent is just so beautiful. It's florally. It's vanilla. There is a little bit of musk that gives it some depth. It's just an absolutely stunning fragrance. Some of the notes in this fragrance are, there's almond milk, which gives it this beautiful, it has like a really gorgeous almond note. And then there's ambrette and iris, so it's a little bit powdery on the dry down, as well as there's freesia, tuberose, vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. But guys, I absolutely love this scent. I think it is just so stunning, perfect for date night. Gorgeous fragrance. I don't see anyone really not liking this fragrance. Rolling in Love by Kilian. So sticking with the house of Kilian, I'm gonna go to my next crowd-pleasing fragrance, and this is none other than Voulez-Vous coucher avec moi, guys. This is like a recent acquisition as far as like about 2-3 months now, but when I tell you, I've just been wearing this fragrance so much. It's so soft, it's so beautiful, it's florals, it's very, you know, girly girl. That's the kind of fragrance this is. It's vanilla. There is some sweetness to it that gives it this, you know, just that girly, very delicate kind of feel. There's also some rose. It dries down a little bit powdery. Some of the notes, there's ylang ylang, there's tuberose, there's gardenia, vanilla, Bulgarian rose, sandalwood, and cedar. Guys, this is just a floral explosion, but done right. Do you know what I mean? It's so sensual, very, you know, it's a little seductive, but it's just one of those scents that I feel like would be so crowd pleasing. It's very likable. It's a very likable fragrance. And so guys, if you haven't checked this one out, definitely get a sample and let me know what your thoughts are. Voulez-Vous coucher avec moi by Kilian. My third fragrance that I find very crowd pleasing is from the house of Kilian again, and it is I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. And guys, I think this is such a beautiful fragrance. It's sweet, there's some vanilla, it's a little bit powdery on the dry down. It's warm, it's spicy. It starts off, I believe, with lemon. There's ginger in it. Let's see. Yes, there's lemon in that in the opening, and then there is green tea, ginger, peach, hedione, jasmine, apple. There's also marshmallow, and vanilla, and benzoin in the base. So it's like a little ambery, you know, but it starts off really bright, very a little aromatic in the opening. And then there is that sweetness from the vanilla, and just a beautiful fragrance. I feel like this could be an everyday scent as well, even appropriate for like a date night, you know, for just meeting someone, a date night kind of fragrance. Just lovely, lovely fragrance. I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. From the house of Kilian. So the fourth fragrance that is crowd pleasing, in my opinion, is none other than Gentle Fluidity Gold by the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And so guys, this is I feel like this is almost like a cult favorite. Like, I haven't really come across a lot of people that do not like this scent. It's a little sweet, it's warm, a little spicy, dries down, a little powdery. It's woodsy. Some of the notes in this fragrance, there's vanilla, there's amber, but it's not like that really overpowering amber, like say even like a Grand Soir. It's not that depth. It's not that deep of an amber. It's a really light ambery fragrance. There's musk, there's some woodsy notes, there's juniper berries, as well as nutmeg and coriander. And guys, I just think this scent is just a beautiful, appropriate fragrance for, like, say, the, you know, everyday, a date night, the office. For this time of year, absolutely appropriate, stunning fragrance. Gentle Fluidity Gold from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And so my other fragrance in the crowd pleasing category would be from the house of Memo, and it is Granada. Guys, I absolutely love this fragrance. This was love at first sniff for me. It's white florals, it's sweet, it's a little fruity, a little powdery on the dry down. Some of the notes in this fragrance are African orange flower, there's grenadine, there's bergamot, then there's jasmine, heliotrope, there's also vanilla, as well as tonka bean, musk, and some woodsy notes. Beautiful fragrance, guys. Whenever I wear it this time of year, because I do wear this also sometimes in the summer, but I love to wear it in the winter as well, because it just really packs a punch for the winter time, and I love to mix these two together. This is Moonlight in Heaven with Granada. When I tell you this combo is just chef's kiss, if you have these two, just try it. It is just so beautiful, and I get tons of compliments when I put these two together. So that is Granada, and I like to layer it with Moonlight in Heaven from Kilian. So guys, my other fragrance is none other than this beautiful fragrance, I mean, did you think I was gonna have a list without named most crowd pleasing without a Delina of some sort? I think not. So this is Delina exclusive. I love them both, but honestly, guys, the exclusive, it's a little bit more, it steals my heart a little bit more, but I absolutely love them both. I have both. And I've given my daughter the Delina. I still have some of the vials left, but my daughter loves the Delina, and I kept this one because it's just, oh my God, I love the exclusive. It's just so beautiful. It's a little powdery. I know this is one of those scents that is just, most people really like the scent. And so it's there's rose, it's a little fruity, there's vanilla, it's a little powdery, a little woodsy, it's floral. Some of the notes in this fragrance, there is lychee, there is pear, bergamot, there's Turkish rose, agar wood, which is oud, and there is vanilla, amber, and woodsy notes. But guys, this is one of those fragrances, like if I'm stumped for what to wear, I pull for this. Same with Baccarat Rouge, but with Baccarat Rouge, I like to layer that one so it's not so distinctive, so people don't really, you know, pick up on what I'm wearing. So I layer the Baccarat Rouge. I rarely wear it by itself these days, but this one, oh my gosh, absolutely stunning fragrance. I know most people are familiar with either Delina or this exclusive. And so guys, that is my fragrance for crowd pleasing category. And then my other fragrance that is in the crowd pleasing category is from the house of Nichefragrances, and this is 100 Silent Ways. This was my very first introduction to the house of Nichefragrances, guys. Even before Annie, and this is just, I fell in love completely with this fragrance. The first time I smelt it, it's sweet. It's, you know, it has tuberose in it. It is a little powdery. It's got some iris as well, so it dries down, you know, it gives that powderiness to the fragrance. The notes in this fragrance, there's some tuberose, peach, there's mandarin orange, gardenia, orris, jasmine, vanilla, sandalwood, and some vetiver. So well balanced, beautiful fragrance, you know, appropriate for this time of year. Definitely could be worn for like, you know, to the office, date night. This is just one of those fragrances that you can pull it for any occasion, really, honestly. 100 Silent Ways from the house of Nichefragrances. Okay guys, so I think this is my 9th fragrance, and this is just, oof, this is one of those bangers. Okay, this is Lost Cherry from the house of Tom Ford. Guys, I don't speak about this fragrance often because, you know, the performance is not great. You can get like about 3-4 hours the most. But when I tell you, it's one of those fragrances that the scent is just so addictive. It really is that addictive. I had my daughter smell it and she was like, ooh, this is so good. She really loved this fragrance. But it has this almond note. It has this cherry note that is just like, ooh, it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But guys, honestly, when I wear this, I know it's got to be like, it's perfect for like date night, right? Because you don't want to wear something so beast mode where you're going to choke the other person out, right? So for this, you know, when you spray it that initial hour, you get what it's supposed to give, okay? But then after that, it sits a little closer as a skin scent, and, you know, gives you about 3 hours, 4 hours. So I wear it for when I don't need to be out doing the most. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got some of the notes are, like I mentioned, there's cherry, there is bitter almond, there's liqueur, then again, sour cherry, plum, Turkish rose, jasmine, sambac, some tonka bean. It's got some vanilla. It's got some benzoin, some cinnamon, some sandalwood, cedar, cloves, vetiver, and patchouli. But when I tell you, it is so well blended. I just wish it lasted a little bit longer. But honestly, it's gonna be one of those fragrances that I'm always have to have it in the, in the collection. It's just that good. It's really a great fragrance. I don't speak much about it, but I feel like everyone knows about this already. Lost Cherry, crowd pleasing. And my 10th fragrance is from the House of Byredo, guys, and I've been loving this fragrance. It's Rose of No Man's Land from Byredo. I feel this is such a beautiful, kind of watery rose. It's floral, it's a little spicy, it's woodsy, and a little bit of amber. Some of the notes are turkey red rose, pink pepper, turkey red rose again. There is raspberry, papyrus, and amber. But again, it's not one of those deep amber scents like Grand Soir. It's just like the right hint of amber. It is, you get that powdery dry down. Just really a beautiful rose fragrance. Like, if you're someone like me who's not a huge rose person, although I feel like with all these rose fragrances that I've been getting, rose, like I've always said, when done right, sign me up, and this is one of them that I feel is really blended to perfection, and it's Rose of No Man's Land from Byredo. Of course, guys, I would be remiss to not include these other bonus fragrances. Listen, if there's a list, you got to know that Enigma from Roja is going to be on it for me, okay? So other fragrances that I think are really crowd pleasing, it's Enigma. There's also, like I mentioned before, Fève Delicious. There's also Lyra, which is perfect for the summertime. There is also, I think people really would enjoy Grand Soir for this time of year. And Baccarat Rouge. Like, I mean, you cannot have a list of crowd pleasing without having Baccarat Rouge and Delina on that list. And so, guys, I hope you enjoyed my selections. Let me know which ones are your favorite. And if you have any other crowd pleasing fragrances that you want to let me know about, leave it in the comment section. Until next time, stay tuned.